Hello! Last week was my birthday and I got so many books as presents, so I'm really excited to share them with you. I'm splitting them up into two book hauls. One is specifically books that I got as presents, hence this pile right here. The other is that I got gift cards to Powell's Books in Portland, so I took a trip down to Portland. I went to the behemoth magical wonderland that is Powell's Books, which is like the coolest store in the whole world. So that will be my second haul coming next this week. But first, this haul, which is going to be really exciting, I'm going to bring this over here and share these books with you guys. So first, we've got His Majesty's Dragon by Naomi Novik, which is book one in the Temeraire series. I read one other thing by Naomi Novik. It's her possibly the most recent book called Uprooted, which was quite excellent, so this is going to be cool. This one is like alternative history, fantasy, something. It's set during the Napoleonic Wars, but there are dragons, like people in the army ride dragons, which is really cool. I'll just read the back paragraph here. So it says, when HMS Reliant captures a French frigate and seizes its precious cargo, an unhatched dragon egg, that is the cargo, fate sweeps Captain Will Lawrence from his seafaring life into an uncertain future and an unexpected kinship with the most extraordinary creature. Oh, so he was a seafaring fella. And then he finds a dragon egg and probably becomes like BFS with this dragon. I don't know, I haven't read this book yet. Okay, thrust into the rarefied world of the aerial corps as the master of the dragon Temeraire, he will face a crash course in the daring tactics of airborne battle. For as France's own dragon-born forces rally to breach British soil in Bonaparte's boldest gambit, Lawrence and Temeraire must soar into their own baptism of fire. So this sounds to a really exciting start to a series. Other books that I got for my birthday. So I got this one, Octavia's Brood, which is science fiction stories from social justice movements. It's edited by Adrienne Marie Brown and Walida Imarisha. So this is really cool. These two editors, they kind of talked with a lot of social justice organizers, prominent figures in social justice movements, and they got them to write science fiction stories. So they helped them write these, and they were that's the coolest premise, because activists are kind of imagining the future. They're trying to work towards a future, really, a future that doesn't exist. So like science fiction, imagining the future, people writing themselves into the future. That's this is gonna be really cool, and it'll also be great into my like goal of trying to actually like read more short fiction. I just don't read short stories very often, so this is gonna be really cool. And Octavia's Brood, I mean, come on, this is named after Octavia Butler and her legacy, so really cool stuff there. Another book that I'm like really excited about. This like seems very me. This is Hidden Figures, which is the American dream and the untold story of the black women mathematicians who helped win the space race. It's by Margot Lee Shetterly. And I saw Hidden Figures the movie. I know I saw it before I read the book, which is so rare for me. I'm not even sure if that's ever happened before except for this one. I saw the movie first. It was so freaking good. It's definitely in my like top 5 movies of all time. And not that I've seen that many movies, but still. And so I'm really looking forward to the book. I'm sure it's going to go so much deeper than the movie. And it's about women who are, the movie was at least set only in the 1960s. I'm pretty sure this is I think going to span a larger span of time, but they're in Virginia, which is segregated at the time, but the NASA needs more workers because of the shortage, and so like they just need mathematicians, and so they're not only recruiting women, they recruit African American women who have to have their own segregated section, but the things they do to contribute to our space program is like amazing, and they have amazing stories, and so I'm really looking forward to Hidden Figures, the book version. Okay, another book, this is also nonfiction. This is Information Doesn't Want to Be Free, Laws for the Internet Age by Cory Doctorow, and this has a foreword by Neil Gaiman, love him, and also a foreword by Amanda Palmer, love her. This is just like already advertised on the front so well, and I also really like infographics and stuff because I do graphic design and stuff. So this is about kind of like copyright law in the internet age and just creative businesses, like making money as a creative person who outputs creative services and products in our modern times. And so I think it's going to be a really interesting kind of discussion about that kind of work. So that's really cool. Let's see, two more books here. These are both space operas by authors who I've been wanting to read for a while, but I haven't actually read anything by either of them yet. So I have these books that start some of their series. So I'm going to finally get around to them. There's so many amazing authors out there. I don't know how I'll ever get to even a tiny fraction of them. But here, let's talk about this book. This one is called Revelation Space. It's by Alistair Reynolds. And Oh, let me just read, it's just a paragraph back here to read. 900,000 years ago, something annihilated the Amoritan civilization just as it was on the verge of discovering spaceflight. Suspicious. Now, one scientist, Dan Sylvestre, will stop at nothing to solve the Amoritan riddle before ancient history repeats itself. With no other resources at his disposal, Sylvestre forges a dangerous alliance with the cyborg crew of the starship Nostalgia for Infinity. What an interesting starship name, Nostalgia for Infinity. But as he closes in on the secret, a killer closes in on him because the Amoritan were destroyed for a reason, and if that reason is uncovered, the universe and reality itself could be irrevocably altered. Whoa, that's really big stakes going on in this book. That's cool. That's gonna be really exciting to read. There's this book too that I got. It's called Leviathan Wakes by James S.A. Corey. And the blurb on the back's a little bit longer, but I'll read part of it. Let's see, Jim Holden. Let's read about Jim Holden. He's an exo of an ice miner making runs from the rings of Saturn to the mining stations of the belt. When he and his crew stumble upon a derelict ship to the Scopoli, they find themselves in possession of a secret they never wanted. Oh, that's how most secrets are. A secret that someone is willing to kill for. I don't think that's like most secrets, actually. And kill on a scale unfathomable to Jim and his crew. War is brewing in the system unless he can find out who left the ship and why. So there's also this other character, Detective Miller. Detective Miller is looking for a girl. One girl in a system of billions, but her parents have money and money talks. When the trail leads him to the Scopoli and the rebel sympathizer Holden, he realizes that this girl may be the key to everything. Again, just high-stakes space opera. It's gonna be really fun to read this. So yeah, those are the books that I got for my birthday. I hope you enjoyed that book haul. It's so amazing. Birthday books. I love it. Anyway, there's gonna be another book haul soon. Till then, my lovelies.